Hi everyone, my name is Anuj Jindal and today we are going to take some questions from May 11th, 2018. So this daily quiz is going to be helpful for the upcoming examinations of SBI, RBI Phase 1, IBPS, the notification of which is not yet out but expected very soon, as well as the upcoming SSC examination. So I'm going to discuss a lot of questions from current affairs, but at the same time, I'm also going to take up their background informations, their background knowledge, and therefore, not only am I going to discuss questions and their answers, but also related information which is going to be very knowledgeable and very helpful for these upcoming examinations. A little bit about me: I have done BCom honors from Hindu College, Delhi University. After that, I did my MCom from Delhi School of Economics. I worked in various public and private organizations like McKinsey, and I've also worked in State Bank of India as an assistant manager. I also have a junior research fellowship, that is JRF, in the field of commerce. So let us start with these questions. Which of the following states has launched the Raithu Bandhu scheme? Raithu Bandhu scheme. So we just don't need to know about the state, which is Telangana. We also need to know about the purpose of the scheme and the various provisions related to this particular scheme. So Telangana is the only state which is right now focusing heavily on increasing the investment or improving the investment environment in agriculture. So it has realized that giving out doles to farmers, giving out subsidies to farmers is not going to work in the favor of agriculture sector in the state. We have to provide some kind of investment support to the farmer in order to increase more investment, and at the same time in order to increase future earning capability of these farmers. So what it has done, it has come out with this Raithu Bandhu scheme, which is also called as Farmer Investment Support Scheme. So it is also called as Farmer Investment Support Scheme. Now, what are the provisions of this scheme? It is going to provide rupees 4,000 per acre per season, per acre per season to the farmers, and the farmer has to be land owning. He cannot be a tenant farmer, he has to have some land, and this particular money is going to be used by the farmer in order to buy various fertilizers and other materials which are going to be important for growing crops on the farmland. So fertilizers, let's say installing a micro irrigation facility. So all these kinds of investments which are not very expensive and at the same time which are very important for the farmlands are going to be installed. So this is 400 per acre per season, or 8,000 per acre per year. It is going to be provided for two crops, or two crops per year, that is Rabi and Kharif crops. Okay, so this is all about the Raithu Bandhu scheme. I think we have covered almost everything. The question is, recently, which of the following Indian Navy ship has been deployed for conducting joint exclusive economic zone EEZ surveillance of Maldives? The answer is B, INS Sumedha. INS Sumedha for joint exclusive economic zone surveillance of Maldives. Now, exclusive economic zone is outside the territorial zone of a nation's waters. You have up to 200 nautical miles is the exclusive economic zone. So outside the coast, not the territorial boundary, the coast of a nation, you have up to 200 nautical miles is exclusive economic zone. That is important to remember. Now, another thing that is important is, what is the purpose of this joint exclusive economic zone exercise? The main purpose is to work on exploration and use of marine resources in this particular area, which is very heavily blessed with various marine resources, and also to find out energy production from water and wind, the capability, and also which all countries or which all international, let's say private companies, are actually using this area for energy production. So that is to be found out. Now, one important thing you might not be aware about is, where exactly is Maldives? So this is the area of Maldives, south of India, south of Sri Lanka, almost 700 to 800 miles south of Indian border. So there we have a list of islands which are collectively called as Maldives. What is the name of longest road and rail bridge? So this is not only a road bridge, this is a road and rail bridge in India. It has been completed. It is soon to be inaugurated. The name is Bogibeel. Bogibeel Bridge. The answer is D. It is the longest road and rail bridge, and it connects Assam and Arunachal Pradesh. So what are the districts which have been connected? Bogibeel in Assam to Silapatthar. Silapatthar, name of the district is Dhemaji. Dhemaji district, which is on the border of Arunachal Pradesh. And it reduces the traveling time between Assam and Arunachal Pradesh by 600 kilometers. Such a huge gap that has been reduced. The length of the bridge is 4.94 kilometers. There is a similar bridge in Assam and Arunachal Pradesh, which is called as Dhola Sadia Bridge. Dhola Sadia Bridge or Bhupen Hazarika Setu. Bhupen Hazarika Setu, BHS, and which is the longest road bridge. This is a road and rail bridge that is the longest road bridge with a length of 9.15 kilometers. It is on the river Lohit. This one is on Brahmaputra. This one is on Brahmaputra. So these are the important things that you had to remember. What is the name of Bangladesh's first communication satellite? The name of Bangladesh's first communication satellite. A tip is that it has been named after the first president of Bangladesh, Bangabandhu 1. It is to be launched by SpaceX's Falcon 9. Elon Musk has recently announced that it is going to help out all the developing or underdeveloped countries to launch their own communication and other kind of satellites. So SpaceX's Falcon 9 is going to help Bangladesh in launching its first communication satellite. The purpose is, as is very clear, broadcast and communication services throughout Bangladesh. Now, who was Bangabandhu? The original name of Bangabandhu was Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. His daughter is called Sheikh Hasina, who is the present Prime Minister of Bangladesh. Sheikh Hasina, present Prime Minister of Bangladesh, daughter of Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. He was the founding father and first president of Bangladesh, and he also became the Prime Minister from 71 to 75. He was assassinated in the year 1975. What is the meaning of Bangabandhu? Bangabandhu literally means friend of Bengal. Now, one important thing which has always stayed with me. When I was a kid, I used to think that why West Bengal is actually called West Bengal, because it is on the eastern border of India. So why is it called West Bengal? I did not have any idea about the history of India and why and how India was divided in 1947. So I always thought, why is it named as West Bengal? So it is because the entire region of Bangladesh and West Bengal, which is today, was actually combined and was called Bengal. And when it was divided into East Pakistan and West Bengal, which belonged to India, so then it was called as West Bengal because it was the western part of Bengal and not the western part of India. And the eastern part became the Eastern Pakistan, which later became an independent country, Bangladesh, in the year 1971. Who has been appointed as the next ambassador of India to the Sultanate of Oman? Now, not a very important question, but two things we can take from here. First of all, where exactly is Oman? And the ambassador is Manu Mahavar. Manu Ahuja, another very interesting name and very important, is the new CEO of Jubilant. New CEO of Jubilant. You must have eaten pizzas of Domino's. That is a part of Jubilant Industries Limited. So he's the new CEO. There, another question you have, Manu Mahavar, the new ambassador of India to Oman. Where exactly is Oman? On the eastern border of West Asia, or from where the African continent starts. So this is the state of Oman or the country of Oman, and this is the Persian Gulf here, and this is the we have the Gulf of Oman here. Gulf of Oman, and we have the Persian Gulf here, and this entire eastern sea here, coast here, or the ocean here is the Arabian Sea on the eastern border of Oman. Who has been awarded the 11th KISS Humanitarian Award? KISS Humanitarian Award. Now this stands for Kalinga Institute of Social Science. Kalinga Institute of Social Science, which has been recently inaugurated or launched, and this has been awarded the Humanitarian Award to Muhammad Yunus, who is also considered as father of microfinance. So this is important. Who is the father of microfinance in the world? Muhammad Yunus. He was the one who started Grameen Bank in the country Bangladesh. He's a Bangladeshi. He started Grameen Bank in Bangladesh, which is a microfinance, the first microfinance institution. There's also a book on the same thing where he discusses how he started Grameen Bank, what were the problems, what were the challenges he had to face, and how did the idea come to him. Now, this humanitarian award by Kalinga Institute of Social Sciences is awarded to people who have made exceptional contribution in various fields of social issues and distinguished themselves as humanitarians. So, these are the people who have worked towards the improvement of humanity, towards benefit of humanity in their whole lives. When is the National Technology Day celebrated? A very, very interesting question. The background is very interesting. May 11 is the answer. May 11 is the day when national, not the international, National Technology Day is celebrated. On May 1st, 1998, so there's a question expected from here. On May 1st, 1998, India conducted Pokhran 2 nuclear test, which was under Operation Shakti. And the Prime Minister at that time was Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Pokhran 1 was conducted in 1974, again May 1974, and the code name of this was Smiling Buddha. Smiling Buddha. So there can be a question from there also. The Prime Minister at that time was Indira Gandhi. So these are the important things that you have to take from National Technology Day. Now the theme of National Technology Day in 2018 is Science and Technology for a Sustainable Future, because we are challenging ourselves against the sustainability of this earth, and therefore now we are focusing very heavily on sustainable future. So this is India's journey from towards a nuclear weapon state. In 1944, you had the Tata Institute of Fundamental Research set up, and this was promoted very heavily by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, who was a strong supporter of scientific development. The Atomic Energy Act was passed in 1948 for peaceful development of nuclear energy. India then refused to sign the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty. I'm not going to go into that because that itself is a very long subject to talk about. In 1974, first peaceful, now this was a peaceful nuclear test in 1974 under the code name of Smiling Buddha. In 1998, when Atal Bihari Vajpayee was the Prime Minister, we had a weapon capability nuclear test, which was under the code name of Operation Shakti and which was called as Pokhran 2. Pokhran is in Rajasthan's is a test range in Jaisalmer district of Rajasthan. Who among the following is the first Indian to reach the highest ever score in the history of Indian Premier League by scoring 128 runs in 63 balls? The answer is E. Rishabh Pant. He belongs to Delhi Daredevils. Now, these kind of questions have often been asked, and therefore it's important that you remember at least some specific details about cricket if you don't watch it regularly. Delhi Daredevils against Sunrisers Hyderabad. This particular score, this particular feat was achieved against Sunrisers Hyderabad by Delhi Daredevils. Rishabh Pant is a player under Delhi Daredevils. So these are the important things that you need to remember, as well as the runs. So this is all for the current affairs of the daily quiz for 11th May.